The collective was started as more of a traditional management company, and the opportunity that Michael Green, the CEO, identified when he started the company was through this sort of era of disintermediation, that an artist could have a direct relationship with a fan, or a piece of content could have a direct relationship with a fan, and that proposition, which had never been an opportunity before, thanks to the gatekeepers, record labels, movie studios, all of that sort of stuff, but due to social media, if you could aggregate that, there was a tremendous amount of value to be extracted from that relationship. So the idea was start a company that allowed or empowered artists to leverage that and create value. And so we've been producing and distributing content in partnership with a number of our clients and talent partners, and leveraging their audience to create value. One recent example that's more 2.0 is Lucas Cruikshank, who plays the character Fred on YouTube. We identified that he had an audience and a character that was resonating online. We knew how to reach that audience, and we decided to produce and finance a feature-length movie and then distribute it to his audience in some capacity. We ended up licensing it to Nickelodeon. It was the highest-rated cable movie of 2010, but because we had financed and produced it, we retained merchandise, digital, home video, and all of it in partnership with Lucas. So at 16, he's a co-owner in sort of what could potentially be a massive movie franchise. And that sort of was the proof of concept that led to the development of the digital studio, which is now an adjunct to the collective but a separate entity. And we're charged with developing, producing, and distributing content at scale online. And some of our clients include Freddie and Brandon from the Freddie W channel, The Annoying Orange, Lucas is Fred, Justine, Michael Buckley, and a handful of others. And I think we touch somewhere north of 300 million views a month of online content of very specific demographics and highly engaged audiences. And we built the studio to service that.
Okay, so how do the artists come to you? Do you make them big, you discover them, or do they create their own franchise, and then how does it work?
It's a bit of both. I mean, at the beginning it was a bit of serendipity in that we identified Lucas as a talent and having a property that was resonating. We made a pitch and we created a franchise around it, and that was sort of our first success that allowed us to be placed in the conversation. We then did something very similar. You know, I feel a little bit lucky, but we were introduced to The Annoying Orange very early on, and identified that again as another property that was resonating with audiences online and growing. How do we take advantage of that? How do we create a global brand around that? How do we provide infrastructure to Dane as a talent who was sort of starting to feel that he couldn't chase it anymore because it was just getting too big? And with those two, I think that put us in a position where we were starting to get incoming business and really start to identify a business model and be involved in the conversation in a real way.